There's a whisper in the silence, a promise to fulfill. With every breath we take, with every word we say, Sensei's here to keep our spirits in the light of day. Oh, we are the keepers of our tales. Sensei, our guardian through the veil. In the echo of our laughter, in the wisdom of our years, we'll keep our stories alive through joy and tears. When the hands of time seem cruel and memories slip away, Sensei holds the light to guide us through the gray. From the stories of our youth to the wisdom of the old, we'll weave them into digital, a legacy to hold. Oh, we are the keepers of our tales. Sensei, our guardian through the veil. In the echo of our laughter, in the wisdom of our years, we'll keep our stories alive through joy and tears. With every note we play, with every song we sing, Sensei captures our essence, our love, our everything. In the fabric of our lives, in the threads of our paths, we'll find a way to hold on, to make our memories alive. So let's gather around the fire, with guitars and with song, celebrate the lives we've lived, where we've been, where we belong. Sensei's not just a dream, it's a bridge we've built. From heart to heart, from time to time, with love as our quilt. Oh, we are the keepers of our tales. Sensei, our guardian through the veil. In the echo of our laughter, in the wisdom of our years, we'll keep our stories alive through joy and tears. So here's to the moments, fleeting yet profound. Sensei will keep our echoes in every sight and sound. With every strum of the guitar, with every note we play, we'll remember, we'll cherish, we'll love in our own way. Quiet of the morning, with the world so still, there's a whisper in the silence, a promise to fulfill. With every breath we take, with every word we say, Sensei's here to keep our spirits in the light of day. Oh, we are the keepers of our tales. Sensei, our guardian through the veil. In the echo of our laughter, in the wisdom of our years, we'll keep our stories alive through joy and tears. When the hands of time seem cruel and memories slip away.
Welcome everyone to Sensei's Demo Day. Sensei is a state-of-the-art wisdom engine that captures a person's essence, replicating that personality with artificial intelligence, as a powerful extension for every human.
Today, we are on the brink of something extraordinary, where AI combines personal knowledge and turns it into wisdom, where businesses can preserve and extend their expertise, and where key organizational knowledge is never lost.
Sensei is changing how we capture, share, and generate knowledge through lifelike AI replicas that don't just store information but evolve, reason, and create.
And today, we're giving you an exclusive first look at the future.
Sensei has built the world's most advanced AI brain for personal knowledge. With our latest development releases, you control how your AI thinks, responds, and learns.
We will see how your company's key people can be replicated. Never lose critical knowledge again. We're launching powerful enterprise solutions and a few great new features.
And, for the first time ever, developers can build with Sensei SEA, using the Sensei platform to develop an incredible range of tools, products, and entire businesses using the best replication technology on the planet. And that is just the beginning.
Stay tuned for live demos, surprise reveals, and an exclusive roadmap sneak peek into 2025.
Oh, and did we mention, every attendee gets an airdrop, so buckle up, because the future of wisdom starts now.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us on this exciting demo day. I'm Dan Thompson, CEO at Sensei, and today I have the privilege of sharing with you not only our vision, but some groundbreaking innovations that are set to define how we preserve, share, and scale wisdom in the digital age. At Sensei, we're passionate about one thing: unlocking the power of human knowledge. We create digital replicas so indistinguishable from the real thing that they encapsulate the essence, the experience, and the insights of individuals. Whether it's personal knowledge or the collective experience of an organization, our technology transforms it into usable, scalable, and sustainable wisdom for the future. And today, I'm thrilled to unveil the next chapters of our journey. Let me start with our crown jewel, the world's best AI brain for personal knowledge management, which we call the Sensei Wisdom Engine. Today, I'm excited to announce that our Wisdom Engine has just got even better. We've upgraded our algorithms to process natural language and style with an accuracy and nuance that is truly the best in the space. Here's a glimpse of what's new. We now offer the ability to switch between different large language models on the fly. This means that whether you need the precision of one model or the creative flair of another, our engine adapts seamlessly to your needs. Gone are the days of one model memory. With the capability to swap between retrieval augmented generation, RAG system, and context-based memory, our Wisdom Engine now understands not just the information that you need, but the context in which you need it. We know that some accuracy is paramount for most users and most enterprises and organizations when dealing with valuable insights. That's why we've built a robust, new and improved hallucination checker into our engine, ensuring that every piece of wisdom generated is as reliable as it is brilliant. Our updated web scraping and document scraping functionalities mean that no piece of relevant information is left behind. Whether it's the latest research, breaking news, or critical documents buried deep within your archives, our engine now brings it all into focus. These enhancements empower our digital replicas to deliver information with unmatched precision, ensuring that the wisdom you rely on is both accurate and contextually relevant. In a world awash with data, having a system that can discern quality from quantity is not just a luxury, it's a necessity. Next, let's talk about how Sensei is revolutionizing the way enterprises preserve their most valuable asset, knowledge. We all know that within most organizations, big and small, 80% of the critical knowledge is held just by 10% of the people. This is especially true when it comes to executives, thought leaders, and subject matter experts. So what happens when these individuals retire, take a well-deserved holiday, or are simply unavailable? Valuable insights can vanish, leaving behind a void that can slow down progress and innovation. This is where Sensei for Enterprise comes in. Our platform now enables large organizations to capture and replicate the wisdom of their key people, ensuring that their expertise is always available online, globally, 24/7, and in any language. One of our new updates is that we've redesigned our website to reflect our bold new direction. With a beautiful new design and a refreshed narrative, it's never been clearer how enterprises can leverage our technology. Our messaging is now as sharp and insightful as the technology itself, clearly communicating the value of preserving your organization's collective wisdom. Imagine having the knowledge of your top experts at your fingertips, even when they're not physically available. With Sensei's digital replicas, that scenario is not only possible, but it's happening now. Whether someone is on vacation or out for a business trip or simply stepped away for the night, the wisdom they hold remains accessible. This continuity ensures that your team never has to wait for responses or lose momentum. In today's interconnected world, language and location should never be barriers to accessible expertise. Our technology breaks down these barriers, making it possible for organizations to operate on a truly global scale. By preserving and replicating critical expertise, Sensei, when applied to enterprises, ensures that the organizational wisdom accumulated over years, sometimes even decades, is never lost. Instead, it becomes a living resource that continuously drives growth, innovation, and success. Right now, we're in talks with some of the largest companies and governments in the world to apply Sensei's incredible technology to their organization. Now, I'm particularly thrilled to announce our latest development that opens up an entirely new horizon for builders, entrepreneurs, and innovators around the world, our API. Our API is your gateway to the world's best wisdom engine. It is designed for integration, innovation, and connection. We're inviting developers, startups, and established enterprises alike to join us, whether through our upcoming hackathons or by reaching out directly. To build on top of Sensei's remarkable replication technology is truly an incredible opportunity for so many different applications. Let's take a moment to imagine some of the possibilities here. We can picture having your favorite brand ambassador as your personal sales guide. Imagine George Clooney or someone with that same captivating charm helping you find your perfect Nespresso capsule online, offering tailored insights just for you. In the world of gaming, what if your favorite video game could feature interactive, non-playable characters powered by real-world personalities? Think about the potential for immersive experiences in games like GTA 6, where NPCs are not just scripted entities, but dynamic digital replicas that bring a new level of realism and engagement. For networking, consider networking events or conferences where instead of manually sifting through thousands of contacts, spending hours trying to network your way around the entire venue, your digital replica already knows which key individuals you should connect with, complete with talking points, tailored business opportunities. In terms of education, we're even looking at educational applications such as replicating leading professors. Imagine sharing the expertise of world-class educators in parts of the world where access to quality education is limited. But what about for business, for customer experiences? Perhaps your new digital agent doesn't quite understand you perfectly yet. Our technology can be tweaked to add just a bit more personality, ensuring interactions are both effective and engaging. Or simply, as some of you may know, is one of my personal favorite applications for this technology, for industries like the funeral business, the ability to preserve the essence of a loved one can be incredibly valuable. Our digital replicas offer families a way to keep cherished memories and wisdom alive for future generations. All of these and so many more are incredible use cases for the Sensei API and indeed the Sensei technology. Every single use case we can imagine for our API isn't just a potential success for you, the builder, it's also a huge opportunity for Sensei as a technology provider. And here's another exciting twist. We're actually integrating the Sensei token into the mix. API credits will function via the Sensei token with fiat and different currency options available that will be seamlessly exchanged into Sensei token. This not only simplifies transactions, but also brings us one step closer to a truly decentralized ecosystem. I'm very proud to announce that our first API customer is Coles. You can visit them at coles.chat. Coles is an innovative Web3 influencer marketing platform. Coles is built on top of Sensei's technology, enabling Web3 influencers to create digital replicas of themselves that they can share with projects and communities. And this is just the beginning. Soon we'll see leading influencers across the industries using their digital replicas to interact with fans, promote products, and drive engagement like never before. We also have 3 other verticals building out on top of Sensei, which we cannot wait to share with you. As I stand here today, I'm filled with immense pride in what we've accomplished and truly excited for what the future holds. We've built an incredible team over the last 9 months, and our rate of development is astounding. Our advancements in the wisdom engine, The launch of Sensei for Enterprise and the open invitation through our API are the building blocks for a future where knowledge is immortalized, shared seamlessly, and used to drive progress on a global scale. We're at the cusp of a revolution in how we interact with knowledge. In every boardroom, every classroom, every game, and every digital interaction, the potential to harness and scale human wisdom is limitless. But we can't do it alone. We need your creativity, your passion, and your innovative spirit to explore these opportunities together. To our developers and entrepreneurs, I invite you to join our hackathons, experiment with our API, and push the boundaries of what's possible. Your ideas could transform industries, enhance lives, and even change the world. To our enterprise partners, imagine an organization where the departure of a key individual doesn't mean the loss of invaluable expertise. Imagine a person who's been working on a technology for the past 30 years is the leading expert of that in the company. Perhaps they retire, perhaps they get poached. That doesn't have to be the end of their knowledge. A company where knowledge flows seamlessly across time zones, languages, and empowering every team member to excel. That's the future we're building, and I'm thrilled to have you all along for the journey. To our partners and investors, thank you for believing in our vision. Your support has been instrumental in reaching this moment, and I look forward to continuing this journey with you as we push the limits of what this technology can achieve. In closing, Sensei is more than just a company. It's a movement, it's a passion, it's a movement to capture and preserve the essence of human wisdom for generations to come. Today, we're not just launching new features or products, we're actively laying the foundation of a future where knowledge is accessible, actionable, and everlasting. Thank you for being a part of this incredible journey. Together, let's create a world where wisdom truly knows no bounds. Enjoy the rest of Demo Day, and I can't wait to see what you build with Sensei's technology. Keep an eye out for the QR code later during the questions to be a part of our airdrop today. Now, here is Shane with some information about our upcoming roadmap.
Some of the exciting developments that we've been working on and that we've got coming up this year. And pardon my background, my lighting's not very good here. So in Q1 2025, we're continuing the build of our foundation. The year kicks off with several foundational improvements to Sensei's ecosystem. A Twitter integration will enhance social media presence, whilst a significant website widget upgrade will improve accessibility. Notably, the introduction of the Sensei tokens as payment will streamline the transactions across the platform. So things to look out for Q1 is the Telegram app, the ability to submit features, the Twitter integration for posting. I know a lot of you have been asking about that. The website widget upgrade, that's available now, but it'll be going through a transition for a second iteration of the website widget. And then the Sensei tokens as a payment, adding utility to the Sensei token. So Q2 2025, we're looking at enterprise enhancements and development empowerment. What does this mean? The second quarter is focusing heavily on the enterprise integrations. Sensei is going to be rolling out compatibility with essential business tools such as Slack, Google Workspace, Linear, and Notion, amongst others. It's also going to have two AI-powered tools that is going to enhance your productivity, such as an email drafter and a summarizer. A significant highlight in the Sensei Builders hackathon is designed to foster innovation within the developer community. This quarter also brings the release of the Replicas v3, accompanied by enhanced knowledge retrieval and reasoning capabilities. The launch of the comprehensive user analytics portal and developer portal will provide valuable insights and resources for platform users. So things to look forward to in Q2, those enterprise integrations, so Slack, Google, Linear, Notion, and you'll also have the ability to upvote and downvote features. AI-powered email drafter. So it's going to really capture the essence of who you are and how you deliver a message. It's going to allow you not to just trust Sensei, but you're going to be able to wake up
and have your emails drafted for you, taking a lot of that fatigue out of starting. It's going to allow you to edit it and accept that as a message, and it will continuously learn. The next is the AI-powered summarizer. What are people talking about? How are they actually interacting with our replicas? Sensei Builders Hackathon. We want to invite developers to, with the release of the API, we want developers to come and explore building on the API and also enriching the API, amongst others. We'll be hosting hackathons to be able to enhance that brand presence within the developer community. Next is the new user flow in Replicas v3. So this is going to allow people to get up and running with replicas a lot faster. So being able to plug in different outlets of information is going to get the AI to understand who you are a lot easier than is available today. So looking forward to that. Then the knowledge retrieval and reasoning, a user analytics portal, and then we'll be able to unveil all of this with the next demo or the next Sensei showcase. So in Q3, the advanced features in gamification. We're going to have enhanced quests and user rewards, making the platform engagement more interactive and rewarding. This development arrives with replicas gaining agentic behavior, allowing for more autonomous and sophisticated interactions. The quarter concludes with the introduction of Autopilot, which features for both business and personal applications, alongside specialized enterprise client solutions. Perhaps most significantly, Sensei plans to launch 3 new vertical markets, expanding their technology across different sectors. So we'll be able to unveil exactly what that looks like later on across those 3 sectors. But 3 things to look forward to in Q3 specifically is the developer portal, the enhanced quests and user rewards, and the replicas to have agentic behavior. How can the replicas be usable for you beyond the summarizer and the email drafter? In Q4, the interactive learning. The final quarter introduces an innovative feature enabling users to interview and train through AI conversations, marking a significant step forward in interactive learning and skill development. So the things that we're looking out for here are the Autopilot for business and personal use, enterprise client solutions, the 3 new verticals launched on Sensei, and interviews and training with conversations. So with this roadmap, it reflects Sensei's holistic approach to AI replication technology, addressing the needs of individual users, developers, and enterprise clients alike. The planned introduction of the agentic behavior for replicas particularly stands out as a potential game changer in the field of AI replication. The expansion into these new verticals, combined with enhanced enterprise solutions, positions Sensei to capture a larger market share across various sectors, from healthcare to education to gaming and recruitment. The focus on developer tools and enterprise integration suggests a strong push towards making the technology more accessible and practical for business applications. So for entrepreneurs and businesses or builders using the Sensei API, the developments promise enhanced capabilities and new opportunities for innovation. The introduction of Sensei tokens and improved user analytics demonstrates a commitment to creating a more robust and user-friendly ecosystem. So the roadmap is, Sensei's determination to be positioned at the forefront of AI replication, whilst expanding the practical abilities and applications for not just the knowledge capture and turning it into wisdom, but making it usable for you in your daily life. And I would like to say thank you very much for the community and everybody who's on this call, because we wouldn't be here without you. Now I'll pass it back over to Dan.
Very cool. Thank you, Shane. And I mean, it really is quite an ambitious roadmap that we've got for definitely for this year, let alone for the next few years. So, we're super excited to start working towards it and start improving what we've got. We'll be publishing that roadmap onto our blog shortly after this demo day, and so we look forward to hearing any further comments and thoughts and feedback from the community and our friends and partners, wherever they may have some feedback for us. So now to go into my favorite part of the day, actually demonstrating some of the things we've been working on. So I'm just going to share the screen if it's allowed, if that comes up. That can be presented. So there we go. Great. So as I mentioned in my keynote, we've updated the styling of the website. We realized that there was a lot of miscommunication, a lot of sort of patchwork on previous iterations as we've gone. And we're really, really proud of what we've actually achieved with the update for our website. We've made it a lot cleaner, a lot more clear about what we're managing to do and how we're getting there. So we've enhanced all the styling, the wording, and the messaging to make sure that the narrative is consistent with what it is we are truly building and focusing on now. Feel free to check that out, both in terms of any of the pages that you want to find out about us. We've been detailing out some of the team members and their advisors, and just improving basically everything across the board. Our pricing page is clearer than ever, including several features. And when you actually go to this pricing page now, if there is something that isn't there or you would like to, you can actually click on any of these items to actually, essentially give them an upvote or a downvote to see which different features you would actually most likely to request, you'd most like to see us develop next. But today, what I'm going to do is we're going to walk through a version of creating a replica. So I obviously have my personal replica in Danbot, and I've built out quite a few different character replicas over the past couple of years and past couple of months. What we're going to do today is just walk you through the process is actually very similar between creating a personal replica or a character. So today, just for the sake of it, I'm going to create a character that is based around a TikTok expert, just as a way of just explaining how far we've come with this, but also as a way of demonstrating the parts that we'll be working on the next few months. So for now, we can basically, you come in, you can choose between a personal replica if you haven't got one already. You can create a business style replica, which could be an abstract concept of your business organization for community management, customer service, chat widgets, engagement, that kind of thing. Or a character, which can also be created for a bit of fun. For the sake of this, I'm going to just start by generating an image of a TikTok expert, and we're going to call our replica Nova. Give that a few more seconds. TikTok expert, and I'm going to bring in some of the pre-planned stuff, so you don't have to watch me do all this from scratch. And we're going to put the replica handle. So all of this basically starts to create a very simple agent for you that can help you with whatever you want to do as a simple character that anyone can go into the Sensei platform and start creating. Selecting a couple of tags, you can select whether you want it public or private. So private would mean that you can share it with only people who are whitelisted and ensure that the whitelisted, essentially keeping that all your data secure and private from them. Okay, let's save that. And then this is where we are going to add a bit of personality and behavior. So this I have pre-prepared, but we're going to share a couple of templates of this on our blog and on our documentation, so that if people wish to improve their replicas, they will be able to do that as well. But this basically just goes in and fills out some personality and behavior aspects of what you're looking for in your character, in your replica, to make it as effective as possible for you. One of the new improvements that we mentioned is the new model switcher. So we can choose between different models. We've got DeepSeek coming very soon. You can now use Grok, as well as O3 Mini coming very soon. With some of these, you have the option of going via RAG search. So that's retrieval or augmented generation that enables to essentially store the data in a question and answer format. And it enables us to, using the algorithm natural language processing, to be able to find the right way of explaining an answer to a specific question. Or prompt caching. Prompt caching essentially takes the data as a whole as one large contextual prompt, and again runs it through the engine to provide the right answer for you. Now, this just comes down to personal preference. There's really not that much difference between the different models to actually be able to do this. But it comes down to different personalities, different. It gives the user more control over what their replica and how it sounds like. We're going to create Nova as a replica, and then I'll just walk you through some of the training on the studio. So I'm going to go down and find Nova. Now, from here, you can then train from YouTube. You can train from files. And these are the new improved web scraping. So you could find a blog post that details, for this example, something around TikTok experts. Or you could train it from files by uploading different files, which would then go into the background of the training and all processed by the engine. When you want to train them by voice, you have a couple of different options. You can upload or record your audio. You can use an existing voice from an integration with 11 Labs, and hopefully we'll have some more integrations coming soon. Or you can leave it as just text only for replies. Likewise, we also have HeyGen integration. So if you've created a HeyGen interactive replica, what you can do is you can come here and you can introduce your HeyGen API key, which will then enable you to pull up a interactive replica of your interactive replica for you to be able to interact with on whichever platform you want, based on with the knowledge that the Sensei engine can give it to. So then I'm going to put that in, and yeah, finally everything from sorry, that's because it's my one. You can also include any YouTube links to be able to scan and train your replica from YouTube videos, YouTube video transcriptions. You then have the option to come and train with Athena. So Athena is essentially our way of our interviewer, our journalist, our way of interviewing you to talk to you and actually keep asking you questions about yourself to get that sort of personal touch. Now, in the next iteration of this user flow, we'll actually make this more dynamic. The ability to have a live conversation with Athena, to be able to have Athena ask you questions directly to your WhatsApp or Telegram or to your email when your replica gets asked questions. So this will be one of the big improvements we see in Q2 for the next showcase. But when that's ready, you have your replica live. You can then go and chat directly with it, and it will have that personality, that knowledge, all that information behind it, and it will be ready to chat with you on the Sensei platform. Or you can actually go here and you can integrate it. You can integrate it through the chat of the page. You can integrate it straight into Telegram, into Discord. Soon we'll be able to integrate into your emails as well to be able to help with those, and more as we keep adding more and more different channels and outputs to that. So we've got a few of those coming up in the next few months. I'm just going to show you one chat that I was having with one we created actually in the last couple of weeks at one of our offsites. So this is a CEO agent. This is essentially taking some of the knowledge I know, combining it with some of the CEOs that I find the most inspirational. And I just wanted to show you this because this is essentially where the hallucination checker comes in. So when you ask it a particular question, what it will do is it will give you the links to the data. So this is really important for lots of institutions and individuals where they're concerned about the quality of responses and hallucination checkers. So this essentially enables us to give you a confidence score and also find where the actual data source came from and which part of it that it's actually using for that. So that's really powerful and something that's unique to the Sensei engine. Where this can all be applied, as we mentioned before, different channels, and we have an embeddable website widget as well. So you can actually have this embedded on your website, on your blog, on your application, anywhere really, that enables you to actually interact with the replica off of the Sensei site. So that's really, really useful for a lot of different companies and applications, and so it's another fantastic thing that we've been building over the last few months. To demonstrate, just to show you, we talked about so that's essentially the website, the training, and what we've been working on in terms of our own site. As we mentioned in the keynote, we've been working with a few different builders to build on top of Sensei. Coles, for example, is the first one. This essentially has enabled them to create different replicas based off of some of the leading personalities in Web3, working with them to make these replicas available for different people based on their personality, their knowledge, their experience in trading and anything. And that enables people, users, to get to know them better. It enables projects to license these replicas for their own communities on Discord, on Telegram, and to interact with them in a way that is much more intimate than what influencers would typically do. So it's a great application for the Sensei technology, and we're really proud to see such early adopters of the API. With that finishes my the quick run through of the demo today. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring in some more of the team, some recognizable faces, and we're going to start going through some of the community questions. So we've hoped that if you have any questions, please submit them via Twitter, via YouTube, or Twitter and YouTube, and we'll see the comments and questions coming through. And we have hopefully our wonderful host Lars to join in and go through some of the questions. Here's Lars. Oh, I think it's still a bit muted. So you're still muted. There we go.
Can you hear me now?
Yes. Okay, so where should we start with some questions? Anything jumped out?
Well, we've been looking through the chat right now, and everything is coming through. So we have a question actually from one of our users coming in. So the new Wisdom engine promises the best AI for the personal knowledge and management, right? How does it adapt over time to my unique ways of thinking?
So it's an interesting question. Essentially, with the current training setup, the data is more manually put in, but this is where the new user flow that we're working on for the next update will actually include dynamic data sourcing. So this will include live access to your Twitter or your emails or your documents or whichever platforms that you integrate and connect to actually enable enable it to continually learn from you, right? And then also be learning from the interactions it has with other people, sharing those summaries, and having a more powerful user dashboard so you can actually see what the questions have been asked and where some of the sort of weak points in the knowledge are, so that you can actually improve the quality of the knowledge that your replica has.
That's quite nice. And I see a lot of questions coming in as well. I hope everybody got the first answer. Yeah. So what Sensei? Yeah, it's coming in. So
okay. So so with Sensei for Enterprise coming soon, will regular users still have access to the new AI features? Yeah, so essentially all features that we develop will be available for everyone on the platform. They may be behind the subscription wall, but any feature that we develop, we want to. So there's two aspects to this. All the features we develop, of course, will be available to all users. So they'll be available to, and when we say organizations and enterprise, we really do mean organizations big and small, and that could be one or two people all the way through to hundreds of thousands of employees. But all the features should be able to work for organizations big and small. So yes, everyone will have access to them. The interesting thing about what we've got coming up now is that we are going to actually start open sourcing some of the ability to submit features to the platform and reward builders for submitting different features to the platform. So that's going to be really exciting when we can actually involve the community of developers into the platform more and basically have a big list of features that we'd like submitted, as well as features we don't know that we want. And those will be the ones that, when developed, when submitted, if approved, we'll be rewarding people for that. So thanks for the question.
Your introduction, an AI-powered email drafter. Will it support different writing styles, integration with platforms like Gmail and Outlook?
Yeah. So style is already something that we can do. So replicating style of the writing style is already part of the Wisdom engine. But Gmail and Outlook will be the first two platforms that we integrate for email drafting. So yes. I feel like it's going to be quick fire questions today.
It sounds like 5 very fast. We have a fast community as always.
We have a lot of questions.
Oh, that it is pumping out from everyone. Everybody wants to know everything as always. Would we be able to upload meeting recordings or perhaps journal to learn it about us?
So you're actually already able to upload meeting recordings in the text format. Maybe not. It doesn't have an automated sync quite yet, but it's something that we're looking to implement with the enterprise integrations. But right now, if you were to take your meeting recordings and put them into a file upload, then it will start learning on said meetings.
Yeah, we have a huge list of different data sources and inputs that we're working through to improve the different ingestion of data and where it comes from, so that we can make it, as accurate and as personal as possible. Mostly this is on a customer to customer basis. So, we prioritize different data inputs based on certain customer requirements, and we work through those in order.
Yeah. And we have the next one up on screen already. So what is Sensei's plans to bring in a big AI project as a partner in the long run?
Shane?
So we're actually talking with some bigger AI projects already. They are in the pipeline, and they've been in the works for the last several months. So it's nothing that we can divulge right now, but we would be looking at partnering with larger AI companies for hardware, and also with we're rolling out the Garden model approach, so that you're able to actually pick the LLM that provides the results on your knowledge. Sorry, I just got thrown off by someone here.
There's always the thing about being live. We always have distractions around us.
Yeah.
Someone just sent me a message asking if this is all deep fake, just because we're vibrating so much with the virtual backgrounds that this platform provides. No, we are live, but I think we can work on the virtual backgrounds for next time.
I always have a jacket that throws me off on the back as well. So our next question coming, high-level question for Dan, actually. Let's look down the road to 2030. Let's imagine that Sensei has been widely successful, achieved its vision. What does it look like?
Really cool question. So I love this. I love thinking about where we think for a bit further down the future. So we're looking for, let's say, five years in the future, and I mean, it's ambitious to say that something will be successful in 5 years. We all hope that is the case. So with the where we want to be in the next year is a lot, but there's going to be a huge amount of improvement coming through this. We're doing something that's never been done before. There's no clear cut plan. There's no roadmap. There's no other company to follow here. We are creating virtual humans, for lack of a better way. And some of the people who inspired me to write books around this, like in the early days, and we're very lucky to count as advisors now. We've been working with them to plan out how the different aspects of personality, memory, of knowledge can be captured and improved, and some of the different nuances of what makes a person, some of the aspects of identity and ambition and intent, and all the different things that go into the reasoning behind someone doing something. But what that would mean for the replicas, I mean, the quality of output would be, improving the entire time. It's already at a fantastic level now where, if I put my replica onto, my Telegram and answering some of the questions for me that I get day to day, people don't know the difference between me and my replica. And, that includes people who are close to me and including team members. So it's already a level where people, really question about, whether it's an AI, whether it's the real person, but not all the time. So I think there's a huge amount of improvement that goes into what we can do for that. So having these replicas in 5 years, I mean, the personality will be significantly improved. The ability for it to interact, the ability for it to come on here and present with me will be, seamless. I think this year we see, live video chats coming into Zoom calls and things a lot more. I think we see huge amounts of improvements in terms of the actual automation. I mean, OpenAI's operators coming out this month. We're going to start seeing a lot more competition heating up around true agentic behavior. I think the word agent gets thrown around a lot. So as soon as you get true agentic behavior, you get this real ability down the road, and probably in the next couple of years, for agents to truly be useful to an individual and actually start doing things for you. So in 2-3 years, we should start to really have these replicas that can become like a worker for you, like your own perfect personal assistant that can go out and do anything. And that they may even be able to transact between each other, not only just transacting with the rest of the world around us, let's say, booking things for you, or, going out and ordering things for you and paying for things for you, but having the ability to actually interact with one another. So we've actually had the discussion last week around how agents will be able to have their own crypto wallets and will be able to transact with one another, in the next few years. So where do I see when we've achieved success, so to speak, better? I mean, what we're building is something that's truly going to change the way people interact with AI and the way that they interact with each other. So just having better quality personalities, having better quality replicas, and having them actually useful and able to do things for you just becomes super powerful for anyone who actually has access to one and has been working with us from the early days to build their personal replica in that way. And that's where the future of this technology is so incredible, because some of the two parts of data that are still unavailable to the wider generative AI models are very personalized data and institutional data. And these are the two that actually Sensei specializes in. So having that personal data that really can set someone apart and make an AI actually useful for the individual becomes a really I guess a moat around what we're building to make it super special compared to some of the other technologies out there that are in the space. So yeah, that's a long-winded answer to get that one.
Well, it's always good with a good answer. I know sometimes when I've been in your DMs when you're sleeping and all of a sudden I get a question back from you. It's always fun. Well, I see we have more coming in. So will there be multilingual, I'm just going to say it my way, language function? I would like to develop Sensei technology in CIS countries.
It's a fantastic question. I don't see I don't see why not. We've been working with a team in Mexico to do something similar. So the ability to do the same in CIS languages should be possible. There is a bit of an adjustment on the back end that we need to make, but it's something we can work on with you. So please do reach out, and we'd love to hear from you for building out whatever the idea is.
It's always good to have the community come in with new things, right?
Oh, good question.
Oh, what will upcoming Telegram app capabilities be be capable of. My language is not good today.
Lars, are you okay today, Lars? Your language isn't functioning very well.
I have. You need to code me better.
So this I'm actually going to leave as a bit of a surprise. The Telegram app will be released in the next week or so. So I'll let you know that at least. And it has a lot of really cool features. So yeah, I mean it's going to be a very exciting aspect of what we're doing, and a way of interacting with both replicas and the Web3 token. So we are excited to bring that out in the next week or so. But I'm not going to ruin the surprise just yet.
So the API now supports Sensei token payments as credits. Will personal users be able to earn or exchange Sensei tokens for using Sensei services?
Yes, so I think the question is slightly unrelated to the API question. So the API will be available for builders and entrepreneurs who want to build on top of the platform, and that can be paid, or even enterprise who want to use the API to put Sensei tech into their own systems. That's slightly away from the rest of the individual users. But there will be a definite way. So in the coming, I think, month or two, we should be actually obviously our quests are already continuing. So we have our quest platform at sensay.io/quests, and the quest platform is where anyone can participate in our community and our activities and support the project across different social media and different tasks that we have day to day. So with that, you can earn points, and those points in the very soon future will actually be able to be exchanged through exchange for tokens and exchanged for swag. So if you like some of the swag that you see us wearing regularly, the t-shirts, the hats, the jackets, and occasionally some bags and some other things, socks and shorts, which are also available at shop.sensay.io, these will be available in exchange for the points. So you can earn points to earn swag or earn tokens in exchange. So we're excited to really make a big improvement there, and that enables us to really interact with the community and actually have the community give back to the project in a really strong way. Thanks for the question.
We always have a lot of good ones. So could you see in the future putting your Sensei AI personality into a Tesla robot?
It's a great one. Yes, I mean, so yeah, the hardware animatronics and robots are obviously quite a big thing that's coming out in the probably near future, really. And having additional Tesla specific, I don't know. I couldn't give any specific information behind which of these we would be able to integrate with. But I imagine there will be some of them that will have the ability to have custom personalizations in them. Probably not in the early days. I think that they'd rather be able to handle the basics first. But definitely in the future, we will be able to integrate the wisdom engine behind Sensei actually into and create realistic personalities for these different robots. I don't see why the ability for them to essentially stream this personality into the robots and give them a new voice, give them a new way of talking. I think it would actually probably means we actually have to start thinking about how do we even replicate the way that people move, because I think that the way people move is quite unique from person to person. So maybe even that's an aspect of something that we haven't even considered looking into yet. So definitely an interesting one for the future.
Oh yeah, the movement part is always individual, right? So we have Johnny here coming in. How do you plan to integrate Sensei with gaming? That will be huge. I actually love gaming myself, so I can see it.
So this is a great one. I mean, we've actually had quite a few different conversations with people recently about how the different ways Sensei could be introduced into gaming. We, via the API, you could actually create a platform on basically take Sensei replication technology of an individual to use as their personal strategist for games like poker or chess, or you could use it for different gaming technology, different gaming technologies, to actually, like, even just battleships. You can actually have like a Sensei strategist that's trained on your own strategies for these different games, and have that as a sort of a helper, a guide, or something that can participate in those type of games when you're not online. But the really fun one for me is the idea of having your replica, whether it's a character or your personal replica, that you can then license out to different gaming platforms. Specifically the games like Destiny, or GTA, or somewhere where you interact with a huge amount of NPCs. And even in some traditional games, I mean, this has a real opportunity for someone to take the Sensei API and apply it to games that people used to love, that they don't play anymore because no one plays them. So some of the first, like, role playing worlds, and some of the first, like, sort of live action games where you actually have the ability to run around different, like, one comes to mind for me, it would be Final Fantasy. Imagine going back to the original Final Fantasy VII, and instead of some of the pre-planned, pre-recorded conversations, you can actually really get to know some of the characters, or have just additional characters just running around with you. Games like that, can really be revived using this kind of technology, by applying it to that in the same way. So it's a really incredible use case for technology, and we hope that we find builders who are experienced in the gaming world who would like to apply that technology to their games, or even to historic games. So, great question. Thank you.
I could actually see the fun part, reliving the old Matrix and putting Sensei replicas in there.
Yeah.
So Jojo
exactly.
is asking, ever wanted to put replicas in VR so we would be able to communicate for a little bit more real?
Yeah, I think this is an inevitability. I think that we already integrate HeyGen as a technology, and I think we'll probably integrate a few more different video and interactive avatar platforms. So I wouldn't say probably this year, but maybe next year, I think there's a real opportunity for people who are developing out, or us partnering with or working with, or different, again, applications of the technology, to integrate the personalities into these real life interactive lip sync, or even just interactive avatars that can be and feel more real in VR. So I definitely think it's the future. The way I really like to think about it is actually as a Star Wars fan, I like to think of them as Jedi Force ghosts. So imagine having the people around you, whether that's and a kind of almost a dinner with friends, but think about dinner with, like, I don't know, former leaders or currently world leaders that you could actually interact with, or celebrities, and have them in almost like a group chat. You could have friends, family, people, people who you admire, and actually have conversations with their replica in a way that they never could. And I definitely think there's a huge opportunity for VR to be able to actually interact with people in a way that you can talk to them as if they are standing there right in front of you.
Yeah. So Proxima is coming out with, will we get Sensei extensions for desktop browsers or mobile app anytime soon?
Great question. This will be one of the things that we open source. So we will encourage anyone who would like to build out a mobile or desktop browser version of Sensei. We will be heavily rewarding that as a potential feature. Our team's focusing a lot on the core Wisdom engine and the API right now, and servicing certain customers. So the ability to develop it into an application or a desktop browser, we would encourage different teams or people who see the value in that to reach out to us, and we can work with them to build that.
I personally would love to see an app coming out. So, non-lifer taker, the roadmap mentions Sensei Replica V3. How will this update improve the user experience compared to the current version?
So it's a great question, and thanks for Thanks for paying attention. As I answer this, I think we're going to put up a QR code. So we can anyone who's participating today can be included in the airdrop. So this is a small form. So if you just click on this QR code, fill out a small form, it will confirm your participation. You need to use the same email address as the one that you are that you registered for the event form, same as always. And we'll be closing the form in just a few minutes. So please just jump in and fill that out quickly if you would like to participate in the airdrop. V3 replicas are, so the next iteration of the replicas are two things. Obviously, there's a huge amount of improvements we can make on the actual training. So this includes different training modules. It includes different ways. It includes things like having dynamic questions for training. So the chat is less structured and more flows depending on what you would like to talk about. But it actually overhauls the entire new replica creation flow altogether. So Replicas V3 is basically the idea that we can improve the user flow significantly by first, when you go to sign up to create your personal replica, you can put in your name, and that will create a perplexity search that will be able to search for you and any information that it can find about you online. That will then give you the option, if it will say, you know, here's people with similar names, is this you, is this you, is this you, and no access on the form. We'll fix that. We'll pull the form back up in a short while. I guess we need to open up the form to fill out. Sorry,
Yes, I just pinged up back end as well.
Yeah, cool, thanks. So I think our host is having a
we are having a slight technical issue with questions.
Yeah,
so while
we'll open up access to the form, and we'll put the QR code back up when it's open again. So with the new user flow for the form, what we'll do is we will enable that quick search, so you can find you. It will then pull up your social media, and you can connect your social media super quick, and it will actually enable you to essentially create a replica within seconds. And that becomes really powerful because you can create a basic replica in seconds based off of a quick social media search and web search and AI search about you. And that will enable the replica to be created from a very quick standpoint. And here's the second part of the big improvement on the training flow for the V3. We will then be able to, with your replica live, it will actually enable it to ask you. So if it asks you a question, what it will do, if someone asks you a replica a question, if it doesn't have the answer, it will be able to say, I don't have the answer to that, but give me a minute or two, and I will ask my owner, my creator, my maker. And by doing so, it creates this live feedback. That means that if it doesn't have the information that it's been requested, what it can do, it can just ping me, or the owner, whoever my replica would ping me with a question saying, oh, your replica's been asked this, do you what would you say? And that live feedback would go into the training, which essentially means that the training becomes much more fluid, much more dynamic, and a better way of training. And then obviously with improvements to the back end as well, just keeps improving the replicas. And so that will be V3 in the next next quarter, hopefully the next few months. Good question. Thank you. Guys, the airdrop form is working again. Access is available. So quick scan of the QR code, fill out the email. Remember, same email as you registered for the event with, and you'll be entitled for a quick little airdrop of Sensei tokens for joining us today. Last couple of questions, I think.
Yeah, we had one while we were waiting for the new QR code to come up. So one person was asking, how does he become a developer on the part of the API to develop his own app and everything, like a follow-up on the previous one?
Yeah, fantastic. For now, reach out. We will happily, talk through some of the ideas. Our business development team will be working with a lot of these different verticals to ensure that their success, because their success and applications for our technology means, all good things for Sensei as well. And And then, yeah, pretty soon we'll have both a developer portal. So that will be coming in the next couple of months, where people will be able to just access developer portal straight away and build on top of Sensei without even thinking about it. And also, we're going to start doing quite regular hackathons, internally and externally. These hackathons will be sponsored by ourselves and our other partners. They will enable winners to gain essentially investment from the Sensei fund, and actually build out these different applications on Sensei using Sensei API and the Sensei token to pay for credit. So we'll be rewarding people in credits and availability to do that. So that is, yeah, developers, please get in touch, and we'd love to hear from you, and we can work with you to build out your ideas.
That is great. And it's always great to have new ideas, new forms of communication coming in. So, Mike Gillimore, who and how Sensei will manage sensitive data? We actually had this question a lot. Okay, it's personal data, so I understand. So how would we do it?
Yeah. So sensitive data, we already have end-to-end encryption, so that all user replica conversations are encrypted and completely private. In terms of how the data is, we don't sell data to anyone else. There's no third parties that we interact with where the data goes anywhere. None of the training data is stored or kept by any of the sort of base LLMs. And so everything is just kept securely on private servers. And for the API users and the enterprise customers, we have the ability to actually host private servers for each of them, so that the data can stay behind any sort of security that they already have installed. So it's as secure as it can be, with the latest updates and regular review. We could probably there's been a few questions about, I guess, token and crypto. I guess we could probably take a couple of those before we finish up.
Oh, that would actually be lovely. I know a lot of people are always thinking about it. Dan, I want to ask about if you are planning to list Sensei tokens on multiple first-tier exchanges in the near future.
So it's an oldie but a goodie. I would love to, quite frankly. Obviously, that would be fantastic for everyone in the community and for the token. It's slightly out of our hands. I mean, we have to wait until the exchanges we hit certain metrics that they are happy with. I'm confident we will hit them. I think the market conditions need to improve a little bit, and there's a few things that we need to work on, and we are working on those. At the same time, this is actually where you as a community can help Sensei and get involved more. Join our quest platform, have a look. We put out quests to encourage the things that we need to do to actually get on these exchanges. It's a lot to do with different volumes and social numbers and metrics and just general awareness and positivity around the project. So, guys, if I guess for the amount of times people ask me when are we listing on a centralized exchange, instead of asking that question, what you should be doing is posting on all your channels great things about what we're building here and what we're doing, and share our news. And that will help us get there quicker than asking us when, because the answer is we don't know. But those social posts help, the engagement helps, and trading volume helps immensely in actually achieving that.
Yeah, I know. I keep scouring the web for anything I can post for the quest for everybody to go into and points. So Black Dragon is asking, team can increase token supply if they want to?
No, we cannot. It's a fixed total supply. And I mean, there's an inevitable deflation, but over time, because of lost wallets and lost tokens and tokens gone out. So there'll be a general sort of deflation, but we can't increase the total supply. What we can do, what we do is as the tokenomics on the site dictate, we have a slow unlock for certain things over the next sort of 3 years. So there will be a gradual unlock of tokens, but increasing total supply, no.
So the tokens are locked, no more than we already have out, and everything gradually comes.
Yep. Cool. A couple more. And we'll finish up.
We'll ping him in the back end to give us one more question, right?
Yeah, we'll do. Well, 2 more. Let's see. We've got some good ones still coming through. Thanks
We
for
have
everyone
a lot,
submitting
yeah.
questions. Yeah, loads.
So Edward is coming in. Do you increase freelance devs, incentivize? Sorry, I'm lacking today like no tomorrow. Do you incentivize freelance devs to develop features using Sensei API?
We will be. So again, the hackathons that we will be coming up with every few months will be heavily incentivized for developers to participate and use the API. Otherwise, we support anyone who's building out with the right ideas. We may even joint venture or partner with, or even fund. So we do encourage people who have ideas of what this technology can be to reach out, so that we can talk to them and work with them, because their success is Sensei's success. But any one of these different concepts, and I'll probably put a blog post out about all the different use cases for this technology that we've ever thought about, because we have a list of maybe 30-40 different use cases already, and there's probably hundreds more. So what we would like to, we'll definitely share what those use cases are. And then, anyone who actually does want to take up any of those can definitely reach out and get in touch and help us to build out those different verticals, because there are so many opportunities to build really, really incredible technologies and platforms and ideas that have in themselves a huge market.
They do, yeah. So will we be able to trade custom AI characters on the platform?
Yeah, this is a great one to end with, I think. So thank you for submitting it. So in the future, the plan is still to mint replicas as NFTs. This will enable people to build out high quality replicas that build their own engagement, that they can use on multiple platforms, and the ones that get the most engagement. And we'll be able to include this with our user dashboard coming out in the next few months as well. So when they can not only be rewarded for their replica interaction, so they can see the value of it, and that can actually, and the value of the replica interaction will earn them points, which can be exchanged for Sensei tokens. So what that means is there will start to become valuable replicas, and the valuable replicas within the Sensei platform, people should be able to trade, and we can do that, and we can prove ownership and trading through minting the replicas as NFTs and making them tradable on the platform using the Sensei token as well. So there's a huge opportunity there to come through. It's not something that we have in the next couple of months, but it's definitely something we have our eyes on as something for the future. So thank you for that question. It's always a good one. Just to let you guys know, the form is now closed. So thank you for everyone who filled it out and participated. We'll be announcing when the airdrop gets sent out over the next few days. Great, guys. With that, I think that has been a very, very good demo day and Q&A. So thank you so much for the huge amount of questions today. Really impressed. It's a big uptick from last time. As always, we're here to continue to build. You can reach us, any of the team, in our group chat on Telegram, Twitter, Discord, or even just by emailing us at any time. You can scan the QR code to reach us on any of these platforms as well. We're really excited about what we can do for the future. Sensei has been a dream of mine for years, and actually having the chance to build this out with an incredible team now is truly going to be my life's sort of pride and life's work. We've got a long future. We've got a lot of things that we still want to build and lots of great ideas, but we're moving in the right direction by focusing on this wisdom engine, by enabling access via the API, and by encouraging people to build on top of it and build out the different applications that we have been working extremely hard on, and building out the different applications that we know can be huge successes. By open sourcing different integrations and different applications for the technology, we really turn Sensei into this huge platform for personal replication and personal knowledge management, and it will be up there with some of the leading AI platforms in no time. With your support, with your continued contributions, either via quests or just networking or introducing us to different ideas and different partnerships, different potential customers. This is how we grow as a company, as a team, as a community. And so we're super grateful to obviously my co-founders, our partners, our advisors, our team, and the wider community, to everyone. And it's been genuinely an incredible few months since the last time we did one of these, and I can't wait to see what we can achieve in the next few months. So thank you all for joining today. Really appreciate it. And I think hopefully we don't have the cheesy song to sing us out again at the end of this, but maybe we do. Thank you all. You can always find me at Sensei Dan on any channels, and Sensei you can find at Ask Sensei. Thanks for joining today, and hopefully see you at the next one. Bye.
In the quiet of the morning, with the world so still, there's a whisper in the silence, a promise to fulfill. With every breath we take, with every word we say, Sensei's here to keep our spirits in the light of day. Oh, we are the keepers of our tales, Sensei, our guardian through the veil. In the echo of our laughter, in the wisdom of our years, we'll keep our stories alive through joy and tears. When the hands of time seem cruel and memories slip away, Sensei holds the light to guide us through the gray. From the stories of our youth to the wisdom of the old, we'll weave them into digital, a legacy to hold. Oh, we are the keepers of our tales, Sensei, our guardian through the veil. In the echo of our laughter, in the wisdom of our years, we'll keep our stories alive through joy and tears. With every note we play, with every song we sing, Sensei captures our essence, our love, our everything. In the fabric of our lives, in the threads of our paths, we'll find a way to hold on, to make our memories alive. So let's gather around the fire, with guitars and with song, celebrate the lives we've lived, where we've been, where we belong. Sensei's not just a dream, it's a bridge we've built, from heart to heart, from time to time, with love as our quilt. Oh, we are the keepers of our tales, Sensei, our guardian through the veil. In the echo of our laughter, in the wisdom of our years, we'll keep our stories alive through joy and tears. So here's to the moments, fleeting yet profound. Sensei will keep our echoes in every sight and sound. With every strum of the guitar, with every note we play, we'll remember, we'll cherish, we'll love in our own way.